The reason we built the Cape is a demonstration, best practice, carbon neutral estate. We wanted to show net zero living, but also link it with a landscape that also assists you with climate resilience, urban cooling, urban food security, and also that's nature friendly and that's really a really social landscape as well. The house here is super low cost. It eliminates petrol bills, gas bills and power bills, and then the farm itself produces around 500 to 600 kilos of produce per annum. This house and all the houses here at the Cape are built to high standards of energy efficiency. So they've got to hit 7.5 star minimum standards. And one of the ways we do that is get correct all the basics right around passive solar design. So all the houses have nice northern frontage that invites the winter sun into living areas, and they have shade structures that exclude the hot summer sun. Then they have nice double glazing and thermal mass and insulation. So those houses retain that warmth during winter and re-release it overnight. And then in summer, when the sun's up higher in the sky, they block out the hot summer sun. So as a result, they stay between 18 and 25 degrees year round with minimal heating and cooling. If you're in a passive solar house that heats and cools naturally, it's just sort of effortless, comfortable living. If you're living in a little cold box house, it's really not good for your health during winter, but these sort of flip that on its head. They're beautiful and toasty warm during the winter, and then you can venture out into the bracing environment and then come back into a warm house. Similarly, during those really hot spells, the shade structures block out that hot summer sun, and then the thermal mass keeps the house stable and cool as well. So the house stays within that 18 to 25 degree comfortable band 97% of the time. And then if you need to cool it after 3 or 4 days of hot weather, you flip on a super efficient split system to cool the environment, and you're doing that off your solar, so you're still carbon neutral. And then we layer up efficient all-electric fit-out. So the house doesn't use fossil fuels. Instead of gas, we use heat pump heating and cooling systems and hot water systems and induction cooktops. So that eliminates the use of gas or fossil fuel and also the gas bill. People spend a fortune on houses and then the garden's often an afterthought. This housing estate is a landscape-driven housing estate where the landscapers and the ecologists sort of rule. We've designed the urban farming systems, the biofilter food cubes. They clip together and make a really productive, ergonomic, up off the ground, easy to use farming system. Having a really well-designed, productive urban farm at your fingertips not only produces a huge amount of food, which is great for nutrition, exercise, and also you give away the surplus and connect with your neighbours, but it also allows you to look at organic waste, food waste and green waste as a resource. So you can create what I call food abundant urban design. Nothing leaves this place because it all goes into the little pop-up worm farms or into our compost. With the future of fire risk, we have paving and a mineral earth break enveloping the whole house. So we're planning for the future of much worse fire conditions just through good design in that way. Then as you step back from the house, we have low indigenous plantings, a real diversity of wildflowers so that there's year-round resources for things like blue-banded bees and birds coming into the place. In and around that garden we have ground covers, native violet and native dichondra, and that living carpet also absorbs rainwater during a rain event, so it's a big sponge. We're trying to balance productive food growing, biodiversity friendly and nature friendly gardens, and also fire safety. The fire is really, really important, and I think that one needs to be probably the dominant one, and we can accommodate the other two if we're clever. I think it's a human right that everyone should have a climate adapted, resilient, super low running cost, high quality home, and I think our housing is dissipated, carbon intensive energy consumption, and it needs to step up, and there's huge health benefits and there's huge hip pocket benefits for doing so with the technologies we have today. Once you build a really energy efficient, high performance home and you've got super energy efficient fit out, you're sort of energy abundant. It just shows that Australian households and communities now can use off-the-shelf technologies and good design to decouple from fossil fuels, and that's a great story.